make another video. I know I just did an introductory video the other day, but today I thought I'd try and make a different video, another subject. As you see, the title is Creepy Things, and well, let's talk about creepy things today because the other night, a few nights ago, um, not sure how many, but anyway, I was sitting here and noticed out of the corner of my eye now, it's probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and this big thing running across the floor out from the corner of the table. And um, I looked down thinking it's going to be a mouse, and it was running right by my feet, under the table. So I looked down at this thing and thought, oh gosh, it's just not going to be good if it was a mouse. And turns out it was this really big spider, big enough that it got my attention and thought it was something big enough to be a mouse. I thought, oh no, this isn't good. And I went hunting for the mouse. I have a cane that's got one of them quad canes, it's got 4 feet on the bottom of it. I thought, I'll just smush it with this cane, right? So I kind of roll over in my chair, grab my cane, and go to get the spider, and it runs really quickly. And I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be hard to get this one. So it run over under a little table that's got 3 Bibles underneath of it in Bible cases. And I moved the first Bible, and it was hiding underneath there. So I tried to figure out how I could wheedle my cane in there and get it. Well, I tried, and the thing run right towards me. So I'm kind of whipping around and stomping with my cane and trying to get ahead of it, stomp to get it turned around. And it got turned around and went right back under the second Bible that was sitting there. And I thought, oh gosh, what am I going to do? I went to pick up the second Bible, and that darn spider, big as it was, jumped right up on that second Bible. And every time I reached a little bit, it come towards me. So I thought, I'm going to have to reach really quick and tip this to the side and hope the spider falls off. So I'm reaching down, and it tries to crawl to me, and I flipped it up a little bit and shook it and set it aside, and that spider was running right back towards the wall where I didn't think I could get it. It was underneath the little thing, and my cane, of course, won't go under it. And so I watched it go under my slipper. My slippers are over there by my cane because sometimes when I go outside, uh, I need to use my cane instead of my walker. So, well, I go over there and I think, man, if I pick that slipper up to flip it down real quick and swat it, it is no way I'm going to be quick enough. So I thought, okay, I'll just squish the slipper down from on top and not pick it up and see what happens. Well, this spider was so big that when I squished that slipper, of course he couldn't see me because he was under it, which was thing I was thankful for because I didn't want him running at me. But he was so big, when I reached down there and squished that slipper, I heard this crunch, like a bunch of crunching bones or leaves. And when you're in the woods and you got all them little sticks and leaves and stuff together, and you step down and it crunches, so you can't really um, keep from anybody hearing it. This thing crunched like that. It crunched bad, and I thought, okay, I got it. It crunched. And so I brought my hand back, and I thought, wow, what a relief. I'm done with that. And then I got to thinking, what if he ain't dead? What if when I squished him like that I only got part of him, and he can still crawl. And I go back there to sitting on in my chair, which I was already in. I just had to scoot back to the table. Well, what happens if he comes out of there and I don't see him? He was pretty big, so I seen him pretty easy the first time. But what if I don't see him? So I thought, well, before I scoot back to the table, I'm gonna reach down there and I'm gonna squish again. If I don't hear anything, I know I've done squished him enough that he ain't coming out of there. So I squished again in the crackling. Oh, it was worse. So I sat there and pushed up and down on that slipper several times and thought, well, if he ain't dead now, that thing's got 9 lives like a cat. Well, I pulled that slipper back, and he was sitting there and he or laying there. He was gushed. He wasn't going nowhere. He's done for well forever now. And I thought, wow, look how big he was. I'm just gonna leave him there and show Sandy. And as I'm waiting for Sandy to get up, I'm looking over there. I just keep looking over there as he's still dead, and he's still dead. He's not coming at me. That big old thing, boy, he'd put a hurting on me if he bit me. So I finally got to where I couldn't take it no more. I had done something, and I had a little wet wipe for my hand, and I'm getting him up out of there. I ain't saving him. His butt's going in the garbage where I don't have to see him anymore. And that was probably the biggest relief of the night. But I'll tell you, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, when you see something like that, it's definitely gonna make sure you're awake for a while. And that's not the only experience I've had with spiders. I was in a townhouse apartment one time, nice little place, and the downstairs bathroom was a half bath. But on the left side, when you come in the door, was a little storage area kind of thing under the stairs going up to the bedrooms and the full bath. So I thought, I'm in the middle of the night. I have trouble sleeping, so sometimes I'm up for a couple hours in the middle of the night between my aches and pains and my insomnia, middle of the night insomnia. But anyway, so these spiders, they like to get me during the middle of the night, and uh, that's not a good time to get anybody with a shocker like that. But I got up out of my recliner and went to the bathroom, and there was this huge spider, and I'm talking huge, and it looked so fuzzy. I'm like, what kind of spider is fuzzy like that? That excuse me, I didn't know what kind of spider it might be, so uh, I took a minute to kind of watch it. It was moving really slow. Half a second, sorry, I got to get me some tea. Oh, that's much better. Maybe I can go on and talk a little bit now that I wet my whistle. But anyway, I watched this fuzzy spider for a minute, and then I thought, I'm gonna step on it, and I had bare feet. I thought, well, if I step on it quick enough, it's not gonna it's not gonna have a chance to bite me. So I'll get this thing killed before I ever even, you know, have to worry about it coming at me. And then while I'm in the bathroom, I'll wash my bottoms of my feet. So I lift my leg up and I aim, and down my foot come on this spider. And I knew then why it was so fuzzy. Because little babies, itty bitty little babies, go running everywhere. So I'm doing a little tap dance and they're trying to squish all these little babies because I just know if I don't get them all gone, I'm going to have a lot of spiders in a short period of time crawling all over. And I know as many of them little babies as was on her back, and I know it's a her because of babies, and as many as there was by the time I stomped and stomped and stomped and stomped, I bet half them babies made it out of there. So for the next few weeks, I'm sitting there when I'm in my recliner doing nothing, or when I'm at my computer thinking, oh my, what if they come up and I'm not paying attention underneath the table where my feet are, and I don't even see them. All them spiders, I could get 4 or 5 and even more crawling up on me, and they'd be small enough I wouldn't feel them. It just creeped me out, and I never did see any baby spiders after that. But oh, I'll sure tell you, spiders and me, we have experiences that I don't think anybody would like to have, and it just seems that it's the middle of the night every time. Those creepy things, they're creeping. So if you're up in the middle of the night, make sure your eyes are wide open. If you know, even if you have to get a toothpick to keep them open, because I'll tell you, when you catch something out of the corner of your eye and you just know it's a mouse because it's so big, or you step on a fuzzy spider and babies go everywhere, and it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, it is not fun. That's not a time of day that early in the morning to be doing a tap dance. So, or having a spider run at you and play hide and seek, and no, no, no. Anyway, that's my creepy story about creepy things. Uh, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy this channel. I'll have more stories about other things, whether it's something I dreamt up, some kind of thought that just popped into my head. There's no telling. It might be a true story like the spider stories are. Uh, but I've got more coming. And if you like it, you want to hear more of these adventures of mine, whether they're imaginary or whether they're something I dreamt up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about the channel. Like it, share it. Uh, Whatever it takes, we'll spread this channel and get everybody to laughing or worrying about spiders, whatever may happen. There should never be any bad content as far as nastiness and things that are not appropriate for kids. I will not make a video that is inappropriate, excuse me, in any way that if a kid accidentally came across, it would be bad for them. Dry throat this morning. Sorry about that. But if you ever see any inappropriate content in on my channel, be assured my channel got hijacked because it ain't gonna come from me. Anyway, God bless you all, and I hope you enjoy the channel and share it. Y'all have a great day. Bye.